I don't know about you. I don't know what hood you from. But fighting somebody several times and actually winning the fight all those times and still wanting to fight that person, that makes you a bully, my nigga. I'm not somebody that you could bully, but that makes you a bully. At this point, you need to have a different opponent. Find somebody else. Fight somebody else. Because I'm tired of fighting your big ass. Bitch, you say something, we gonna fight. But what's up? It's tiring. It got 18 other girls on the cast and you still want to fight me and Fauna. Bitch, what's your problem? Stop being so pussy. She want to talk about I know how to fight, I know how to fight. Yeah, bitch, you do know how to fight. But that don't mean that you ain't pussy. You are also a pussy. I'm sick of this shit now.
What is going on, beautiful people? It's your boy here, Wesley from AK Nation TV here on YouTube, the one place in the World Wide Web where we actually adopt similar connection despite our differences. And I'm here to talk to you about Tavy and LEX, okay? We're going to get into the video that y'all just saw with Tavy calling LEX a bully, okay? Now, I want to get into LEX. All right. I had to redo this video because I'm like all over the place. So I had to organize myself. So we're going to talk about LEX, then we're going to talk about Tavy, then we're going to move on. So first topic of discussion, LEX. A lot of y'all think that I have a thing against LEX. I do not. I just don't stand behind people that constantly are shown in a hypocritical light, and it's to their own fault. You know what I'm saying? Like, she puts herself in that light. Y'all seem to like LEX because she beats up everybody she fights for the most part. I mean, she either ties with the person. The only person she's really lost to is Ivory. Okay. But even when she fights Ivory, they go toe to toe, right? No one else has really beaten her up. I mean, Fauna had a great round, that overall fight, and LEX was butthurt about it, but nobody just beats up LEX. Okay, so we can establish that, and that's what that is. She's a great fighter, and y'all seem to love her only because she's a great fighter. Okay, but why else do y'all love her? Y'all love her because she's beautiful. Y'all love her because she knows how to dress. Y'all love her because she's with the big three, and y'all love the big three and the fact that they're villains. And like, why do y'all really love LEX? I'm gonna tell you why I have I don't really care that much, why I had a particular problem with LEX. LEX is a hypocrite, and I can't stand behind hypocritical people. And normally in life, y'all wouldn't be able to either, but it's because she's your fave that you disregard anything that she does in the seasons. LEX has also came out and not said that she was hypocritical, but said that she should not have done or continued in the behavior of the things she did when she first came on the season. Let's get to number one issue that made me like side-eye her. Her beef with Jayla, okay? It came out of nowhere. There was no reason for her to have an issue with Jayla. She said that she did not like how Jayla presented herself, and she felt like Jayla was a bully and that Jayla was fighting the smaller people. That is not the truth. Jayla has fought everybody any size. Okay. Jayla is not a bully, and Jayla only went after the people that started with her or try to have a problem with her. So with that in and of itself, LEX started off on the wrong foot for me. Okay. She, and let me correct myself. She started on the right foot, but ended up on the wrong foot. When Ivory and Pretty P went at her on the bus, I was team LEX all day long. LEX said, okay, that's how we about to do this. She got off the van. She wanted to fight everybody that fought her. I was team LEX all day long. Then when the Natalie came out and said, do you have an issue? What's the issue? Do you have an issue? What's the issue? They in the grass. Everybody called out their fades, okay? Emma said that Scotty is boring, so she wanted to fight her because of that. Then LEX was like, I got it. I'm going to say I don't like Jayla. That's when I lost cool points with her because it did not make sense. Her wanting to fight Ivory and Pretty P when they came off the bus because they fought her first made sense. When she went down that Jayla train, it did not make sense. she was also then called out in that particular video or season by Anna Mac when she was like, yeah, you shouldn't be inserting yourself in certain situations. And Anna called that out in the viral clip that's on social media, just like how you inserting yourself in Jayla's situation and it had nothing to do with you. And Lex couldn't say anything. So she said yes, just like that. Why would you back someone or praise someone that admits that they were a hypocrite? Makes no sense. Then we get to the latest season where she apparently had a problem with Tavy because Tavy was talking to Fauna and she just fought Fauna. Tavy had fought Fauna. So she called that, whatever she called it, and apparently had a problem with that, right? Then later on in the season, some of y'all called her out for it. She was trying to hold a conversation with K. Rican, trying to see if her court thing was, straight or situated or whatever. And Rolly on Diamond called her out for that. Rolly has also called her out for some stuff too. So it's like 4 girls have called her out for some things. Diamond, y'all love Diamond. Rolly, y'all love and hate Rolly. Anna Mac, y'all love and hate Anna Mac. And Jayla, y'all love and hate her. 4 women have called her out about her behavior. And then I've heard behind the scenes that Lex has a tendency to be nice to you when cameras are off, but then be cool with you, nice to you when cameras are off, but then hate you when cameras are on and want to fight you out of nowhere. So I can't stand behind that. A lot of it has already been on the show. We've seen it. And some of the stuff I've heard in the background, I can't stand behind that. I just can't. Do I have a problem with Lex? I do not. Would I like to interview her? Sure. If she wants to come on, because a lot of these girls get in their feelings about how you feel about them or whatever you say about them, and they beat by her. So I don't have a problem with interviewing Lex, but Lex is presenting herself not the way that I thought she was going to. On the first time I met her and she was bum rushed by Iran Pretty P, I was like, I'm gonna like this girl. I don't know who she is, but I'm gonna like her. Then it just went into a different direction that I just can't stand behind. And that's okay. Then we get with Tavy. Now, Tavy is the opposite of Lex, where I liked Lex in the beginning and ended up not really liking what she's standing for after the fact. I didn't like what Tavy stood for in the beginning, but I ended up loving her. Okay? And let's talk about Tavy. Tavy, she comes on presumably with automatically having a battery in her back with, a hit out on Diamond. Now, she says that, Diamond was talking her shiz naive on social media and she felt like she had a problem with that. But the word on the curb was that she was fighting Diamond for Natalie. Now, Tavy said that wasn't the case. And she said the social media was indeed the issue. But either way, it just seemed like, it seemed like it came out of nowhere, right? And so, boom, we moved through the season. Tavy fights Diamond, but Tavy gets to know Diamond, gets to understand Diamond a little bit, and becomes cool with Diamond. I'm not going to say it's like a Tavy and Fauna or anything like that, but she becomes cool with Diamond and doesn't fight her anymore. You see the growth. You see the progression. Tavy is not a punk to me because Tavy, for whatever reason, is going to fight. But once she realizes that, hey, I shouldn't have been in this or whatever, she grows past that and moves on. The reason why Tavy fought Lex, okay, because it wasn't going to be a fight until Lex made it a fight. And Lex made it a fight by one, not even minding her business for one. Not the fact that she didn't mind her business, she got a little boasty with Tavy and tried to sun her. I don't know why y'all don't see that. Y'all don't see that because y'all love Lex so much and y'all love that she can beat up everybody. But I just don't look at these girls for that. But anyway, she tries to sun her and Tavy is not a punk. So she stands up for herself and they go back and forth, word for word. Lex then decides to do this in Tavy's face. Now, I don't know about y'all. Y'all seem to like fighting so much. I don't know how many times you're going to let somebody do this in your face before you pop them. Now, Tavy gave Lex way too much time before she popped her. Let's be clear. Because even in that moment, Lex was hypocritical. Tavy said, get your hand out my face. Why are you putting your hand in my face? Lex said, this is how I talk. So Tavy proceeded to talk like that too. And then Lex was like, get your hand out my face. That makes no sense. Like, I be with Lex, but then she go backward. I be walking forward with her, and then she go backward. So I'm like, if you can put your hand in my face because that's how you talk, well, then I'm talking just like you too, and I'm doing the same thing. Now, they going back and forth doing this again. Tavy did that way too long with Lex for me. For me. But she doing it with Lex. She doing it with Lex. And then Lex said, you copping a plea. And then Tavy said, who are you talking about? Copping a plea with who? Lex said, with me. And that's all Tavy needed to pop her. Now, I don't know in what world y'all not going to feel some sort of way by the way that Lex talked to and tried to son Tavy. But y'all love Lex, so y'all going to be like, whatever. I'm going to need y'all to follow me through this whole video. Follow me through this whole video. And so that was the beginning of Tavy versus Lex. Now, I love Tavy, but she lost damn near every fight with Lex. Okay. She even says this in her video. Okay. She was equally yoked with Lex. I mean, I think maybe 2 or 3 times, but she lost every fight. Okay. Tavy then says this in her video. And for me, I understand where Tavy is coming from before I get there. Y'all have a problem, right, with her video. The comments under the video. Let's read some of the comments under her video. Some of the comments under the video says, but you jumped her. Of course she's going to want to fight again. There's a reason why Lex got jumped. Let's not be dumb, okay? Then another comment says, so basically what you did in the beginning of the season. It's the hateration for me. Then another comment says, here she go, trying to use other girls, basically trying to copy what the fans are saying, trying to initiate Lex to beef with Tasiki for what reason? Trick Daddy ain't fooling nobody. The hate is so real. Then another comment says, she is almost 40. The hate is so real. Then another comment says, Lex pick and choose her battles. She actually does do that. Then another comment says, did Lex not fight all of them? Yeah, she didn't fight Rolly. And she could have made up a reason to fight Rolly. She didn't fight Rolly. And she could have easily made up a reason to fight Ivory. Easily in this season. Her main reason for fighting ladies was that Dolly's hand was messed up. Lex didn't come up to the forefront, come to the stage to fight Ivory. When Ivory wanted to fight Dolly, Lex didn't say, Dolly hand messed up, I'll fight you. You know what I'm saying? It's picking and choosing. Yeah, she fought Ivory all season long. I just had an epiphany. I guarantee you, because Lex came out and said that she didn't want to fight Ivory because she fought Ivory all season long. She fought Tavy and Fauna all season long, mainly Tavy, all season long, Baddies Africa. I guarantee Lex is going to find a reason to fight Tavy this time, next season. And y'all cannot tell me that she's not. And that's where picking and choosing comes in. For the slow people, hopefully one day you'll pick up speed. That is picking and choosing. Okay? Picking and choosing when you want to fight. Dolly pled the fifth with Ivory all season long. I don't want to fight you, my hand messed up. I don't want to fight you, my hand messed up. Here comes Captain Save Lex. Okay? I'll fight you. Dolly hand messed up. I'm going to fight you. She never did that with Ivory. Okay? That's a pick and a choose. Because her reason they were fighting for the other girls was because Dolly hand was messed up and they wanted that fade with Dolly. Let's be clear on that. I guarantee you, Baddies USA, she's going to want to fight Fauna and or Tavy. I guarantee you. And y'all's thing is going to be that she got jumped at the reunion. Now, the reason why she got jumped at the reunion is, let's be clear, fighting Lex over and over and over again is a tiring drag. It's a tiring drag. And to be honest, I hope all the big three got jumped. Because all the big three don't care about jumping. All the big three don't care about sneaking. All the big three don't care about the street rules. And there's no rules in street fighting, but don't care about it. They don't. It don't apply to them. So why would it apply to the others against them? I don't know. But I guarantee you that Lex is going to want to fight Tavy, Baddies USA, and or Fauna. Baddies USA. I guarantee. But she didn't fight Ivory all season long. All season long. That is my issue. And at the end of the day, I understand where Tavy is coming from. She's receiving so much hate under this. People are talking about her age. People are talking about y'all jumped her. After fighting someone all season long and predominantly losing all of the fights, why would you still have a heated issue with that same person coming on to a new season? Why? If I'm Lex and I know I'm whooping all these hoes, why can't she have the same maturity level as a Tasiki? Now, y'all say Tasiki is boring because she don't fight, but Tasiki knows that she can do damage to a broad. So Tasiki doesn't fight unless she really has to. That's why I love Tasiki. Tasiki may be personality-wise boring. I like maturity over Neanderthal behavior any day. I like Tasiki overall. But y'all always complain that she's boring, she's boring, she's boring. But when she ran through Dolly, y'all was like, y'all, Tasiki, Tasiki. So y'all just love people who fight. I love the level of maturity that Tasiki has. And I hope that Lex has grown over the couple of seasons. And, you know, being around a Krishan, not Krishan, being around a Sapphire, a Tasiki, you know, people that are a bit mature. Like these are mature women. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to think about everybody else in this cast that aren't particularly mature, but yeah, I'll just stick with Sapphire and Tasiki. If I missed anyone, I missed somebody. Diamond's mature too, but Diamond fight way more than a Sapphire and Tasiki, let's be clear. But being around these women, I'm hoping that they could talk some sense into her and being like, yo, you fought her all season long. Why you like find something else? But is it a problem that these girls put on? Like, and what's the definition of put on? Put on is doing things for no reason, doing things for shock value, doing things for TV. Like Dolly grabbing the shit and throwing it. Well, so that was shock value for the TV. You know what I'm saying? Grabbing a storyline out of thin air and saying, I don't like Jayla because she's fighting smaller people. Everybody that's fought Lex is smaller than her. Everybody. Lex has not fought a Rolly that's bigger than her. Lex has not done what Jayla has done, Lex has not done. And fighting anybody bigger than her. The only one that was equally yoked to her was Ivory. But clearly, based on this season, she didn't want to fight Ivory no more. So she just wanted to fight the small fry. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So it's like, I wonder if she's going to go beyond that and fight people that's equally yoked to her. Is she going to help Summer if Tasiki go after Summer? Is she? Because she fought, they jumped Scotty because Scotty allegedly jumped into a fight with Honor. That wasn't a jump to me. That really wasn't. If you fighting your friend, if you fighting my friend right in front of my face and you're having a conversation with me, then you need to stop that. And so I'm stopping it. I'm stopping that. But I don't know. I feel like this is probably gonna go over y'all head, and y'all like, Wes, you just hate Lex, or you just hate Lex. I don't hate any of these girls. Let's be clear. I talked to some of these girls. I text with these girls. I don't hate these girls. I don't. I just want them to stand on their shiznai. And, you know, the girls that are part of this cast, let me look at it real quick. Let's see who the girls, let me look at my phone. The girls that are part of this cast that stand on their shiznai, Tommy, right away. Diamond, right away. Tasiki, right away. Mariah, right away. Sapphire, right away. Fauna, Cold Killer, Tavy, Nunu. These are the women that stand on it. Maybe Rolly. Sometimes Rolly's hit or miss. But these are the women that stand on it for me. I want Lex to stand. Lex is a star. I'll start right there. Lex is a star. I just want her to stand on her. Like, make it make sense, my girl. Make it make sense. And a lot of the stuff ain't making sense to me. Leave your comments below. Do you think that Lex is a bully? She keep going after Scotty. Scotty ain't a fighter. She keep going after Tavy. And Tavy says she won in the fights. Like, she keep going after, you know. Is she a bully? Is she a bully? Is she what she said she hated the first season she was introduced to us? That's what I want y'all to talk about. At the end of the day, I think Lex is cool. I want her to just stand on her shit. And I would love to see her fight different folk. I would love to see her, like when she was going after it with Ivy, she had a reason to run it with Ivy all the time. Ivory hit her up on that bus for no reason. Like she had a reason to run it with her. And that made sense. The Jayla joint just did not make sense. If you take out the Jayla joint, Lex would have been tens across the board all day long. You know what I mean? Like that just would have been it. And like her starting it with Tavy just didn't make sense, but whatever. I don't want Tavy and Lex to fight all season long of Baddies USA, but I guarantee you Lex gonna run it with Tavy. I guarantee you, because it is a lot to put on. These girls are trying to figure out what'll get them the spiciest stop. And I've been told that people, I'll just say allegedly for the purpose of this video, people gas the girls up this whole season. Like, gas them up. Like, I can hear them in the back behind the camera. Y'all, that's all you gonna take? Nah, you should, you gonna let her do you like that? I can hear that all day long. Even Rolly came out on an interview and said that Natalie tried to gas Rolly's head up after she done pieced it up with Tommy so that they can fight again. It happens on the show. It happens. And so we've been told about Lex. She get gassed up and that's when she run with it. I want her to do better because she's a beautiful girl and she's not a box. I just want her to do better. Anyway, leave comments below this video. It was long, but I had to get this off my chest. I love y'all. Stay supporting, stay reading the comments, and let's get into the shout outs with the comments. I love everybody that left comments. I love y'all. Does this?